what is going on with the frequencies of our body from a lot of the EMF rays that we're exposed to. And one of the things that a lot of people don't realize that is very important, and it has been actually a lie that has been out there for a very long time, which is the exposure of LED lights. And so back in the day, prior to 20 years ago, all through like my 80s, the 90s, 2000s, and way prior to that, is that we had incandescent lights. And so incandescent lights actually, for some hilarious reasons, I'll say hilarious, not exactly the word, but have been demonized. And the reason why is because they're saying, they have said, it is because of climate change and how, we need to make sure that we have LED lights because that will help with electricity and lowering your electricity bills and blah, 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 blah. But here's the thing, here's the fact with this, is that LED lights actually dull our brains down, dull us out. It creates more depression. It dulls our creativity. It creates a lot more gray matter within the brain, especially when we're more exposed to it. Now, what's happened is that a lot of us are more exposed to LED lights because we have been programmed to believe that that's what we need. Now, if you look at the research of people that have just continued to use incandescent lights as opposed to the LED, there is very little change that has been affected with their electricity bill. Okay, so the people that are crying climate change are the same people that are the ones that are spraying all the stuff in the air, spraying all of the glyphosates and everything on the earth, and driving in private jets. So let's just take a step back and look if they're really looking at our better health. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that for now. So if you have the ability, now what's happened is that they just recently banned incandescent lights within Canada and the United States, but you can still get your hands on some. So I would definitely tell you, if you can get your hands on incandescent, to do that, because you're going to have more higher awareness. You're going to bring more alertness. You're going to have better focus, especially for your kids. So all of these things that we have been kind of programmed in the past to believe is not true. The LED lights themselves are just the one spectrum of blue light. And so it doesn't have the red light, it doesn't have the white light, it doesn't have the full spectrum. So our brains are not getting that. We need that. Now, obviously, if you want to do 10 steps above, it is getting outside and being outside in the morning light and the evening light before the sun goes down, because that light is actually going to help with your brain health. There's information that comes through the sun that helps to create better health. There is information in the sun that penetrates through our body, through our retina, which provides us with more vitamin D, which provides us with healthier brains, happier brains, and better physical wellness, increasing our energy, increasing how we live, increasing our better capacity for better sleep. And again, I'm going to do another video because one of my biggest passions, but also pet peeves in this world is talking about sunlight and how sunlight has been absolutely demonized when it is the giver of life.